Great to be back in Vermont. We always love coming here. Hey, can we hear it one more time for the great Mr. Emo Phillips, ladies and gentlemen? Emo! He saved my life back in Nam, so I have to repay him by taking him on the road with me. So it's fun. I get to live on a bus for 6 months with Emo Phillips. Well, this next song, in a normal tour, I would be doing this out in the audience. I'd be wandering around the audience, spreading my airborne droplets everywhere, but this is not that kind of a show. We're just going to do it right here on stage, and you'll be safe from everything. It's something from the third album. It's called One More Minute. You're leaving. Gonna leave me far behind. Behind to what? 'Cause you found a brand new lover. You decided that I'm not your kind. So I pulled your name out of my Rolodex. And I tore all your pictures in two. Burn down the mall shop where we used to go, just because it reminds me of you. That's right, you ain't gonna see me cry. I'm glad that you found somebody new. 'Cause I'd rather spend eternity eating shards of broken glass than spend one more minute with you. I guess I might seem kind of bitter. You got me feeling down, walking the dark. 'Cause I'm stranded all alone in the gas station of love, and I have to use the self-service pump. Oh, honey, let me help you with that suitcase. You ain't gonna break my heart in two. 'Cause I'd rather get 100,000 paper cuts on my face than spend one more minute with you. I'd rather rip out my intestines with a fork than watch you going out with other men. I'd rather slam my fingers in a door again and again. I'd rather have my blood sucked out by leeches. Shove an ice pick under a toenail or two. I'd rather clean all the bathrooms and resemble stations with my tongue than spend one more minute with you. Yes, I'd rather jump naked on a huge pile of thumbtacks, or stick my nostrils together with crazy glue. I'd rather dive into a swimming pool filled with double-edged razor blades than spend one more minute with you. I'd rather rip my heart right out of my briefcase with my bare hands and then throw it on the floor and stomp on it till I die. Then spend one more minute with you. It always amuses me. Every once in a while, somebody will say, I haven't listened to that song in like 20 years, and I just got that gas station of love joke. Well, this next song has a kind of an interesting history. This wound up on the 2006 Straight Outta Linwood album.
But it was originally supposed to be in 3D back in 1984. And I mean, back at the time, I thought it worked really well on the album. But the A&R guy at the record label refused to put it on that album. And I just could never understand why. And I finally asked him, like, why can't they? Well, first I need to explain, this song is a pastiche of the band Cake. Are you familiar with the band Cake? So what he basically told me is I couldn't have my cake and eat it too. So it just didn't. Anyway, this is called, this is called Close But No Cigar.
Jillian was her name. She was sweeter than aspartame. Her kisses reconfigured my DNA. And I never was the same. And I loved her even more than Marlon Brando loves souffle. She was gorgeous, she was charming. Yeah, she was perfect in every way. Except she was always using the word in her when she obviously meant it by. And I know some guys will put up with that kind of thing, but frankly, I can't imagine why. And I told her, I said, hey, are we playing horseshoes, honey? No, I don't think we are. You're close, but no cigar. Then I met sweet young Janet, prettiest thing on the planet. Had a body hotter than a habanero. She had lips like a ripe pomegranate. And I was crazy like messing about her. She got me all choked up like Mama Cass. She had a smile so incredibly radiant. You had to wash it through a piece of smoked glass. I thought after all these years of searching around, I found my soulmate finally. But one day I found out that she actually owned a copy of Joker. I need, oh no. I said, hey, are we loving hand grenade, kiddo? No, I don't think we are. You're close, so very close. Oh, baby, you're close, so close, but no cigar. What a photo! She wore a ribbon on her left Manolo. She had me sweating like Nixon every time she was there. My heart was beating like a Buddy Rich solo. And she was everything I dreamed of. She moved right up to #1 on my list. And did I mention she's a world famous billionaire bikini supermodel astrophysicist? Yeah, she was so free, she made Charlize Theron look like a big fat slobbering pig. The only caveat is one of her earlobes was just a little tiny bit too big. I said, hey, are we doing government work here? No, I don't think we are. You're close, so very, very close. Yeah, baby, you're close, so close, but no cigar. Missed it by that much. Cigar. Oh yeah, alright. Really, really close, but no cigar.
I want to talk a little bit about how I met the guys in the band. I think a lot of people here tonight probably know how I met John Bermuda Schwartz. It was September 14th, 1980 at the Dr. Demento show. He was banging my accordion case for Another One Rides the Bus. So that's how we met. Not a lot of people know how I met Jim and Steve. This is kind of interesting. I met them, gosh, in the early 80s, I want to say like maybe 1981, just outside of Orlando, Florida. I always wanted to go visit Epcot Center, and I finally decided to go that year. And I was staying at a Disney hotel, which my travel agent booked, but it wasn't like an official Disney hotel. I think it was owned by like Earl Disney, no relation, just like those Florida Project kind of things. It was just like this weird, creepy hotel. And I was staying there against my better judgment, and I had nothing to do in the evening, so I went into the lounge, and this is the skeeviest, diviest lounge you've ever seen in your life. But these guys were playing. They were on stage. And they were playing this song, which kind of transformed me. I mean, it was maybe the most beautiful thing I'd ever heard in my life. I might have started weeping. It was just amazing. And after they finished playing, I said, "You guys have got to be in my band." And they said, "Yeah, okay." And they've been with me for 40 years. But I want you to see what I saw in them when they played this song, because this song just meant so much to me when I first heard it. So we're going to try to recreate that experience of what it sounded like in the lounge back then.
Put down that chainsaw and listen to me. It's time for us to join in the fight. It's time to let your babies grow up to be cowboys. It's time to let the bed bugs bite. You better put all your eggs in one basket. You better count your chickens before they hatch. You better serve someone before it's time. You better find yourself an itch to scratch. You better squeeze all the charmin you can when Mr. Whipple's not around. Stick your head in the microwave and get yourself a tan. Talk with your mouth full. Bite the hand that feeds you. Bite of more than you can chew. What can you do? Dare to be stupid. Take some wooden nickels. Look for Mr. Goodbar. Get your mojo working now. I'll show you how. You can dare to be stupid. You can turn the other cheek. You can just give up the shit. You can eat a bunch of sushi, then forget to leave a tip. Dare to be stupid. Come on and dare to be stupid. It's so easy to do. Dare to be stupid. We're all waiting for you. Let's go. Make a mountain out of a molehill, so can I have a volunteer? There's no more time for crying over spilled milk. Now it's time for crying in your beer. Settle down, raise a family, join the PTA. Find some sensible shoes and a Chevrolet. And party till you're broke and they drag you away. It's okay, you can dare to be stupid. It's like spitting on a fish. It's like barking up a tree. It's like I said, you gotta buy one if you wanna get one free. Dare to be stupid. Why don't you dare to be stupid? So easy to do. We're all waiting for you. Bring your candle, apple things. Look a big horse in the mouth. Mashed potatoes can be your friend. the paper, the future's up to you. So what you gonna do? Tell me stupid, tell me stupid. What did I say? Tell me stupid. Tell me what did I say now? Tell me stupid. It's alright. We can be stupid all night. Come on, join the crowd. Or shout it out loud. I can hear you. Okay, I can hear you now. Let's go. That'll be stupid. That'll be stupid. That'll be stupid. That'll be stupid. Cha cha cha.
Actually, Jim was the one that I was mostly interested in at first, but Steve won me over. The real reason Steve's in the band now is because he played the following bass solo for me.
Steve J, what a guy! One time I was in the checkout line behind Steven Seagal. Well, I'm pretty sure Mr. Jonah Hill was in the very next bathroom stall. My best friend's brother, well, he was an extra in Wayne's World too. My neighbor babysitter dated 3 of the guys in Motley Crue. I swear Jack Nicholson looked right at me at a Lakers game. I got a lame train to fame. Check it out. I bought a secondhand poster from a guy who says he knows Brad Pitt. I got me an email from a President Cheerio. Well, he sure sounded legit. My sister used to take piano lessons from the second cousin of Ralph Nader. Now, kid, I grew up in an elevator next to Christian Slater. Guess what? My birthday and Kim Kardashian are exactly the same. I got a lame train to fame. A really lame train to fame. Once at a party, my dentist accidentally sneezed on Russell Crowe. I posted first in the comments on a YouTube video. I tried to sit by Steve Buscemi, but he told me this seat's taken. I know a guy who knows 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 Kevin Bacon.
next song is what I like to call one of my what-if songs. It's sort of a mental exercise. I think of an unlikely, hypothetical situation and write a song about it. So this song was, what if the lead singer of Talking Heads, David Byrne, instead of being the lead singer of Talking Heads, was instead an office drone in a soulless corporate desk job? I think it would go something like this. I guess this next song is sort of another one of those what-if songs. This is what if psychotic serial killer Charlie Manson became best friends with beloved pop tunesmith James Taylor, and they were hanging around and they decided to collaborate and write a song together. I think it would go something like this.
sometimes I think back to when I was younger. Life was so much simpler then. Dad would be up at dawn, he'd be watering the lawn, or maybe going fishing again. Oh, and Mom would be fixing up something in the kitchen, fresh biscuits or hot apple pie. And I'd spend all day long in the basement, torturing rats with a hacksaw and pulling the wings off a fly. Those were the good old days. Those were the good old days. The years go by, but the memory stays. Those were the good old days. I can still remember good old Mr. Fender, who ran the corner grocery store. Oh, he'd stroll down the aisle with a big friendly smile, and he'd say howdy when you walked in the door. Always treated me nice, gave me kindly advice. I don't know why I set fire to his place. Oh, I'll never forget the day I bashed in his head. Well, you should have seen the look on his face. Let me tell you now, those were the good old days. Those were the good old days. The years go by, but the memory stays. Those were the good old days. Do you remember sweet Michelle? She was my high school romance. She was fun to talk to and nice to smell. So I took her to the homecoming dance. Then I tied her to a chair and I shaved off all her hair. And I left her in the desert all alone. Well, sometimes in my dreams I can still hear the screams. Oh, I wonder if she ever made it home. I tell you, those were the good old days. Those were the good old days. The years go by, but the memory stays. Those were the good old days. Let me tell you about it. Those were the good old days. Those were the good old days. The years go by, but the memory stays. Those were the good old days.
Well, that last song was kind of dark, so I figured let's follow it up with a nice cheery song about nuclear annihilation. You know, there's only 231 days left till Christmas. I figure you guys are getting into the holiday spirit, so here's a little festive tune for you.
It's Christmas at Ground Zero. There's music in the air. The sleigh bells are ringing, the carolers are singing while the air raid sirens blare. It's Christmas at Ground Zero. The button has been pressed. The radio just let us know that this is not a test. Everywhere the atom bombs are dropping, it's the end of all humanity. No more time for last minute shopping. It's time to face your final destiny. But it's Christmas at Ground Zero. There's panic in the crowd. We can dodge debris while we trim the tree underneath the mushroom cloud.
feels okay. I'll go out with you and see all the new mutations on New Year's Day. It's Christmas at ground zero, just seconds left to go. I'll duck and cover with my Yuletide lover underneath the mistletoe. It's Christmas at ground zero, and now the missiles are on their way. What a crazy fluke, we're gonna get nuked on this jolly holiday. What a crazy fluke, we're gonna get nuked on this jolly holiday. This next song is a Zydeco song, and a lot of people don't know what Zydeco music is exactly. That's a little hard to explain, but it's a popular New Orleans-based kind of genre. Basically, there's two things you need to know about Zydeco music. It's accordion-fueled Cajun rhythms, and about 95% of Zydeco songs are about Seattle-based grunge musicians. It just worked out that way. And this next song definitely falls into both categories. This is called My Baby's in Love with Eddie Vedder. Oh, my baby, she don't want me no more. Ever since she's on a poster in that record store. She says the way he grants his morals is really sexy. She thinks he's so kind of dysfunctional and Generation X-y. She likes his brooding angst and his one-line stare. Yeah, he's her very favorite soccer multi-millionaire. Well, my baby's in love with an Eddie Vedder. She's all crazy about that Eddie Vedder. Once she was mine, but now I'm better to forget her, 'cause my baby's in love with an Eddie Vedder. Now every time I see him when he looks so grim, I guess it really must suck to be a rock star like him. What a pain in the butt to have so much success. Spending all his time hoping and avoiding the press. But my girl can't get enough of a sullen demeanor. Like he's a big torture genius and I'm a heroine. Well, my baby's in love with an Eddie Vedder. She's got a thing for that Eddie Vedder. Tell me what can he do that I can do better. Now my baby's in love with a, I said my baby's in love with an Eddie Vedder. Hand over heels for that Eddie Vedder. I can't believe it, now she's been in the sweater. Now my baby's in love with an Eddie Vedder. I knew we were heading for disaster when she caught me hanging out at the Ticketmaster. Now she's got an unrequited adoration for the frustrated, agitated, designated, alienated, spoken for the disaffected grunge generation. I don't wear condoms and I don't wear flannel, and I don't boycott the loser video channel, and I just can't compete with all the money and fame. But I know you can't play at this kind of game. Let's just see how jealous she'll get when I start stalking Alanis Morissette. Well, my baby's in love with an Eddie Vedder. She's all crazy about that Eddie Vedder. Once she was mine, but now I'm better to forget her, 'cause my baby's in love with her. I said my baby's in love with an Eddie Vedder. Why'd she have to fall for that Eddie Vedder? If she wants to leave me, I guess I better let her, 'cause my baby's in love with an Eddie Vedder. show on this tour is different. It's 133 different set lists. But we know before we walk out every night what we're going to play. Except for one song, we leave kind of an open slot, kind of a wild card slot, because we want to, you know, have a little surprise even for ourselves. So, and that's the audience request slot. So, can we turn up the lights for just a second? No, don't yell out. Don't yell out quite yet. You know, we've done that in the past, and it's just cacophony. You can't understand anything. So I'm just going to pick one person. I'm going to pick one person, and whatever that person wants to hear, we will play that song. Anything from our entire catalog. You can, Steve, what do you want to hear?
It's about Frank's 2000-inch TV.
Rising above the city, blocking out the noonday sun and pours. The mighty redwoods and its towers over everyone. I still remember when that delivery truck came down our block. What a lucky guy! I hear he got the last one in stock, and the neighbors are just green. They say that's the biggest green we've ever seen. It's Frank's 2000-inch TV. 2000-inch TV. Everybody come and see. Frank's 2000-inch TV. Frank's 2000-inch TV. 2000-inch TV. There's Frank's remote control, you can look, but don't touch it please, 'cause Frank's the one in charge and he decides what everybody sees. The picture's crystal clear and everything is magnified. Robert De Niro's small, it's gotta be 10 feet wide. Everybody in the town can hear those 90,000 watts of Dolby sound. And I'm mighty proud to say, now I can watch The Simpsons from 30 blocks away. 2000-inch TV. 2000-inch TV. Everybody come and see. 2000-inch TV. 2000-inch TV. Everybody come and see. 2000-inch TV. I'm gonna get one of my own real soon. It's like having a drive-in movie in your own living room. Whoa. Hey now, hey now, na 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 now, hey now, hey now, na na now. Frank's 2000-inch TV. Frank's 2000-inch TV. Everybody come and see. You won't believe it. Frank's 2000-inch TV. 2000-inch TV. Everybody come and see. Hey, Frank's 2000-inch TV. Got a 2-year warranty on parts and labor. Frank's
Right, you know what we haven't had yet? Drum solo! Bermuda Schwartz, what a guy! Let me tell you, Sonny, let me set you straight. You kids today ain't never had it rough. Always had everything handed to you on a silver plate. You lazy brats think nothing's good enough. Well, nobody ever drove me to school when it was 90 degrees below. We had to walk butt naked through 40 miles of snow. Worked in the coal mine 22 hours a day for just half a cent. Had to sell my internal organs just to pay the rent when I was your age. 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 Let me tell you something, you whiny little snot. There's something wrong with all you kids today. You just don't appreciate all the things you got. We were hungry, broke, and miserable, and we liked it that way. There were 73 of us living in a cardboard box. All I got for Christmas was a lousy bag of rocks. Every night for dinner, we had a big old chunk of dirt. If we were really good, we didn't get dessert when I was your age. 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 Didn't have no telephone, didn't have no fax machine. All I had was a couple cans and a crummy piece of string. Didn't have no diamond pool when I was just a lad. Our neighbor's septic tank was the closest thing we had. Didn't have no dental floss, had to use old rusty nails. Didn't have Nintendo, we just poured salt on snails. Didn't have no lawnmower, you teach the rubber glass. Didn't have no lawnmower, you teach the rubber glass. What's the matter now, Sonny? You say you don't believe this junk. You think my story is wearing kind of thin. Tell you one thing, I never was such a disrespectful punk. Back in my time, we had a thing called discipline. That'd whoop us every night till 12. Then he'd get too tired, and he'd make us whoop ourselves. Then he'd chop me into pieces, play frisbee with my brain. Let me tell you, Junior, you never heard me complain when I was your age. 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 When I was your don't know if any of you guys have heard this rumor yet, but apparently, I've got a movie coming out this year. It's a biopic with Daniel Radcliffe playing me, and this is an actual thing that's really happening. And before we left on tour, I needed to write a song for the movie, and I did, and we recorded it, and we'd like to play it for you right now. But we can't because I signed an NDA. We can't do anything. I'd like to, of course. But we can play the title track of the last movie we did 33 years ago. The movie that came out 2 days before Daniel Radcliffe was born. That is a true fact. This is called UHF. Well, Jim needs a minute to change guitars, so I think I'll tell you a dumb story. Way back in the early 80s, after I graduated from college, but before I landed my record deal, I got a job working at Westwood One, which is a radio syndication company in Culver City, California. Had syndicated the Dr. Demento show among many other shows. And I worked in the mailroom. So it was just this minimum wage, grunt job working in the mailroom. But every now and then, I would make deliveries. And because we were a radio syndication company, that meant I was making deliveries to, radio stations and record companies and things like that. And every day, I would make a delivery to Epic Records. And as it turns out, when I got my record deal, Scotty Brothers Records is distributed through Epic Records. So I remember about a year after I quit my day job, I was in Epic Records being presented with a gold album, a big ceremony, and I could just see all these office workers saying, "Why is the delivery guy getting a gold record?" It was very odd. Jim's done with his guitar, so now we can proceed. Here's the next song.
I'll sue ya, I'll take all your money.
sorry for yelling at you. I don't mean it. You've been very patient. I know what you're all waiting to hear, so let's just get right to it. Harpsichord solo! Melanie, what can the problem be? Sweet Melanie, why won't you go out with me? She lived across the street on the 15th floor of the Kimo building. I saw her in the shower reaching for some soap. I knew she had to be the girl for me, and to think I probably never would have found her if I hadn't bought that telescope. Oh, Melanie, what can the problem be? Sweet Melanie, why won't you go out with me? I just can't understand it. Why won't you return my phone calls? Are you still mad I gave a mohawk to your cat? If you just say the word, I'm certain that our love would last forever and ever. Or are you too dumb to realize that? Melanie, what can the problem be? Sweet Melanie, why won't you go out with me? How can you ignore me when you know that I can't live without you? I have to go through your garbage just to learn more about you, Melanie. My sweet Melanie, why won't you go out with me? You weren't impressed when I tattooed your name across my forehead. You wouldn't listen when I promised to be true. I couldn't stand it, so I jumped out from the 16th story window right above you. Now I may be dead, but I still love you, Melanie. What can the problem be? Sweet Melanie, why won't you go out with me? Melanie, what can the problem be? Sweet Melanie, why won't you go out with me? I'm singing Melanie, what can the problem be? My sweet Melanie, why won't you go out with me? I'm singing Melanie, what can the problem be? Sweet, sweet Melanie, why won't you go out with me? Steve is headed back to the keyboards, which means time for the twin Rayman Xerics. We're gonna do a little tribute to the Doors.
You got a 65 Chevy Malibu with automatic drive, a custom paint job too. I'll trade you for my old wheelbarrow and a slightly used sombrero, and I'll even throw in a stapler if you insist. Well, we shared a quick glance Saturday at the mall. I never took a chance, never approached you at all. You were a blonde, half Asian with a bad case of gas. I was wearing red Speedos and a hockey mask. Come on, let's find that love connection that we made. An open letter to the snotty barista at the Cosmic Grind on Church Street. I know there were 20 people behind me in line, but I was on a cell phone call with my mother. Mother! Mother! Mother, I want you to watch me eat tomato soup out of the skull of a dog, a stray dog, who happens to be the reincarnated Abe Vigoda. I want the snakes to burst from my engorged belly while the big Texas radio plays Kung Fu Fighting. Can you hear it? Can you hear it, Mother? When I close my eyes, I see myself riding through the desert on a pink tandem bicycle. Look over there by the Chevron station. There's an old American Indian named Jeff. He's standing by the side of the road, holding an alligator. Oh, that Jeff. What's he gonna do with that thing? There's freedom in the air! Oh, yeah! Yeah! smell it. I can taste it. It tastes like strawberry Pop-Tarts. Stop the car. Stop the car. Mama, like chaka ding dong, fishy, fishy. Boo, boo. Mother. Mother, are you listening? I'm gonna tell you a secret. I'm the one who pulled all the tags off the mattresses. I've been a bad little boy, Mother. What you gonna do about it? What are 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 you gonna do about it? Mother, this barista's staring at me. She's being very rude, Mother. Hold on a minute. Excuse me, young missy. Didn't you see me hold up my index finger? That means I'll order my soy decaf hazelnut latte in just a couple minutes. So, what's the attitude, lady? No tip for you! Got a trash can of styrofoam peanuts. You can have them for free. You can drop by on the weekend to pick them up from me. But the trash can ain't part of the deal. Only giving you the peanuts. Get real, don't have no hefty bag. So bring your own. Don't bug me with questions on the phone. Don't ask for help. Don't waste my time. And don't complain, cause they won't cost you a dime. Just ask yourself, do you want a styrofoam piece? You can have a styrofoam piece. Do you want a styrofoam piece? They're on Craigslist! Craigslist! Wow, baby, come on! I'm on Craigslist, Craigslist, Craigslist! I'm on Craigslist, Craigslist, Craigslist Taking on the spirit of the Lizard King takes a lot out of me, so I think now that it's pretty close to the end of the show, I think we should probably be winding it down a little bit. Slow things up, maybe just, maybe just mellow out a little bit. Way back when I was just a little bitty boy, living in a box under the stairs in the corner of the basement of the house half a block down the street from Jerry's Face Shop. You know the place. Well, anyway, back then, life was going swell and everything was just peachy. Except, of course, for the undeniable fact that every single morning, my mother would make me a big old bowl of sauerkraut for breakfast. Yeah, big bowl of sauerkraut! Every single morning, it was driving me crazy. Except my mom said, "Hey, Mom, what's up with all the sauerkraut?" And my dear sweet mother, she just looked at me like a cow looks at an oncoming train. And she leaned right down next to me. It's good for you! And then she tied me to the wall and stuck a funnel in my mouth and forced me that they were sauerkraut until I was 26 and a half years old. That's when I swore that someday I would get out of that basement and travel to a magical, faraway place where the sun is always shining and the air smells like warm root beer and the towels are oh so fluffy. Where the shiners and lovers play their ukuleles all day long and anyone on the street will gladly shave your back for a nickel. Waka waka doo doo, yeah! Well, let me tell you people,
it wasn't long at all before my dream came true. Because the very next day, a local radio station had this contest to see who could correctly guess the number of molecules in Leonard Nimoy's butt. I was off by 3, but I still won the grand prize. That's right, a first-class one-way ticket to Albuquerque. Albuquerque. Yeah. I'd never been on a real airplane before, and I gotta tell you, it was really great. Except that I had to sit between 2 large Albanian women with excruciatingly severe body odor. And the little kid in back of me kept throwing up the whole time. And the flight attendants ran out of Dr. Pepper and salted peanuts. And the in-flight movie was Biodome with Pauly Shore. And, oh yeah, 3 of the airplane engines burned out. And we went into a tailspin and crashed into a hillside. And the plane exploded in a giant fireball. And everybody died. Except for me. You know why? Because I have a tray table up. And we'll see back in the food of right position. And we'll tray table up. And we'll see back in the food of right position. And we'll tray table up. And we'll see back in the food of right position. So I crawled from the twisted burning wreckage. I crawled on my hands and knees for 3 full days. Dragging along my big leather suitcase and my garbage bag, and my tenor saxophone, and my 12-pound bowling ball, and my lucky autograph glow-in-the-dark snorkel. But finally I arrived at the world-famous Albuquerque Holiday Inn, where the towels are oh so fluffy, and you can eat your soup right out of the ashtrays if you wanna. It's okay, they're clean. Well, I checked into my room, and I turned down the AC, and I turned on the SpectraVision, and I'm just about to eat a little chocolate mint on my pillow that I love so very, very much, when suddenly there's a knock on the door. Well, who could that be? I say, who is it? No answer. Who is it? There's no answer. Who is it? They're not saying anything. So finally I go over, and I open the door, and just as I suspected, it's some big fat hermaphrodite with a flock of seagulls haircut and only 1 nostril. Oh, I should probably stop here and apologize for using the word hermaphrodite. I understand that that's a slur, it's derogatory, that was certainly not my intention. When I wrote the song in the 90s, language is fluid. Back then, I thought it was a technical medical term. All I'm trying to say is this particular character just happens to have both male and female reproductive organs, as well as a flock of seagulls haircut and 1 nostril. Again, I apologize, and I hope I've cleared that up. So anyway, he burst in my room and he grabbed my lucky snorkel, and I'm like, hey, you can't have that. That snorkel's been just like a snorkel to me. And he's like, tough. And I'm like, give it. And he's like, make me. And I'm like, okay. So I grabbed his leg, and he grabbed my esophagus, and I bit off his ear, and he chewed out my eyebrows, and I took out his appendix, and he gave me a colonic irrigation. Yes, and you better leave it. And somehow in the middle of it all, the phone got knocked off the hook. And 20 seconds later, I heard a familiar voice. And you know what it said? I'll tell you what it said. It said, if you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again. If you need help, hang up and then down your operator. If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again. If you need help, hang up and then down your operator. In Albuquerque. Well, to cut a long story short, he got away from my snorkel. But I made a solemn vow right then and there that I would not rest. I would not sleep for an instant until the 1-nostriled man was brought to justice. But first I decided to buy some donuts. So I got in my car and I drove over to the donut shop, and I walked up to the guy behind the counter, and he said, yeah, what do you want? I said, you got any glazed donuts? He said, no, I rather glazed donuts. I said, well, you got any jelly donuts? He said, no, I rather jelly donuts. I said, you got any Bavarian cream-filled donuts? He said, no, I rather Bavarian cream-filled donuts. I said, you got any cinnamon rolls? He said, no, I rather cinnamon rolls. I said, you got any apple fritters? He said, no, I rather apple fritters. I said, you got any old fashions?
He said, no, I run out of old fashions.
I said, you got any blueberry donuts?
He said, no, I run out of blueberry donuts.
I said, you got any strawberry donuts?
He said, no, I run out of strawberry donuts.
I said, you got any raspberry donuts?
He said, no, I run out of raspberry donuts.
I said, you got any boysenberry donuts?
He said, no, I run out of boysenberry donuts.
I said, you got any blackberry donuts?
He said, no, I run out of blackberry donuts.
I said, you got any cranberry donuts?
He said, no, I run out of cranberry donuts.
I said, you got any huckleberry donuts?
He said, no, I run out of huckleberry donuts.
I said, you got any elderberry donuts?
He said, no, I run out of elderberry donuts.
I said, you got any mulberry donuts?
He said, no, I run out of mulberry donuts.
I said, you got any gooseberry donuts?
He said, no, I run out of gooseberry donuts.
I said, you got any lingonberry donuts?
He said, no, I run out of lingonberry donuts.
I said, you got any loganberry donuts?
He said, no, I run out of loganberry donuts.
I said, you got any goji berry donuts?
He said, no, I run out of goji berry donuts.
I said, you got any marionberry donuts?
He said, no, I run out of marionberry donuts.
I said, you got any halleberry donuts?
He said, no, I run out of halleberry donuts.
I said, you got any maple bars?
He said, no, I run out of maple bars.
I said, you got any French crawlers?
He said, no, I run out of French crawlers.
I said, you got any bear claws?
He said,
Wait a minute, I'll go check.
no, we're out of bear claws.
So in that case, why don't you tell me what you do have? He says, all I got right now is this box of 12 starving, crazed weasels. I said, okay, I'll take that.
So he hands me the box, and I open the lid, and the weasel jumped out and immediately latched on the bait and started biting me all over. Oh, they were just going nuts. They were quite literally tearing me apart.
You know, I think it was just about that time that a little ditty started running around inside my head. I believe it went a little something like this. I ran onto the street with these flesh-eating weasels all over my face, waving my arms all around and just running like a constipated wiener dog. And it was what would happen. That's exactly when I ran into the girl of my dreams. Her name was Zelda. She was a calligraphy enthusiast with a slight overbite and hair the color of strained peaches. I'll never forget the very first thing she ever said to me. She said, hey, you got weasels on your face. That's when I knew it was true love. We were inseparable after that. Oh, we ate together, we bathed together, we even shared the same piece of mint-flavored dental floss. The world was our burrito. So we got married and we bought us a house and had 2 beautiful children, Nathaniel and Superfly. Oh, we were so very, very, very happy. Oh, yeah. But then one fateful night, Zelda said to me, she said, Sweet Pumpkin? Honey Muffin? Stinky Poodle? You want to join the Columbia Record Club?
I said, wow! Hold on now, baby! I'm just not ready for that kind of a commitment! So we broke up and I never saw her again, but that's just the way things go. Albuquerque! Albuquerque!
Anyway, things really started to look up for me because about a week later, I finally achieved my lifelong dream. That's right, I got me a part-time job at the Sizzler. I even made Employee of the Month after I put out that grease fire with my face. Everybody was pretty jealous of me after that. I was getting a lot of attitude. Like one time, I was out in the parking lot trying to remove my excess earwax with a golf pencil when I see this guy Marty carrying a big old sofa up the stairs all by himself. I say to him, I say, hey, you want me to help you with that? And Marty, he just rolls his eyes and goes, "No, I want you to cut off my arms and legs with a chainsaw." So I did. And then he gets all indignant on me. He's like, "Hey man, I was just being sarcastic." Well, that's just great. How was I supposed to know that? I'm not a mind reader for crying out loud. Besides, now he's got a really cute nickname, Torso Boy. So what's he complaining about? Hey, that reminds me of another amusing anecdote. This guy comes up to me on the street and he tells me he hasn't had a bite in 3 days. Well, I knew what he meant, but just to be funny, I took a big bite out of his jugular vein, and he's yelling and screaming and bleeding all over. And I'm like, "Hey, come on, don't you get it?" But he just keeps rolling around the sidewalk, bleeding and screaming, "Laugh, laugh, 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 laugh." You know, completely missing the irony of the whole situation. Some people just can't take a joke, you know? Sad. Anyway, what was I? Kind of lost my train of thought. Oh man. Drawing a blank. Yeah. We have to start over. I'm sorry. Just a little bitty boy living in a box under the stairs in the corner of the basement of the house half a block down the street from Jerry's bait shop. You know the place. Well, anyway, back then, life was going swell and everything was just peachy. Except, of course, the undeniable fact that every single morning, my mother would make me a big old bowl of sauerkraut for breakfast. Big bowl of sauerkraut! Every single morning! It was driving me crazy. I said to my mom and said, "Hey, Mom, what's up with all the sauerkraut?" And my dear sweet mother, she just looked at me like a cow looks at an oncoming train. And she leaned right down next to me. And she said, "It's good for you!" And then she typed it in the wall and stuck a funnel in my mouth and forced me to eat with sauerkraut until I was 26 and a half years old. That's when I swore that someday I would get out of that basement and travel to a magical, faraway place where the sun is always shining and the air smells like warm root beer and the towels are oh so fluffy. Where the shriners will never play their ukuleles all day long and anyone else real glad they shave your back for a nickel. Waka waka doo doo, yeah, boy. But you know what? I just remember the end of the song. Sorry. Oh man. Just came back. Anyway. I know it's kind of a roundabout way of saying it, but I guess the whole point I'm really trying to make here is I hate sauerkraut! That's all I'm really trying to say. And by the way, if one day you happen to wind up and find yourself in an existential quandary, full of loathing and self-doubt, and racked with the pain and isolation of your pitiful, meaningless existence, at least you can take a small bit of comfort in knowing that somewhere out there in this crazy old mixed-up universe of ours, there's still a little place. Ruben Valtierra!
Thanks for sticking around. Well, we like to showcase little-known songs that I wrote in this tour, and here's a song that I wrote back in 1968 when I was in elementary school. It was a big top 40 hit. We hope you like it. I want to sincerely thank all you folks for showing up to this particular show, coming to this tour. It means a lot to us. When we did the first Vanity tour 4 years ago, we didn't know if anyone was going to show up, and it turned out really well. And now you guys are here, not only with the deep cuts, but it's in the middle of a pandemic, and I'm just really grateful that you guys showed up to this. Thank you very much for coming. I'm gonna do one more song. We've been spending most our lives living in an Amish paradise, sharing butter once or twice, living in an Amish paradise. It's hard work and sacrifice, living in an Amish paradise. We sell quilts at discount price, living in an Amish paradise. Whoa, whoa, living in an Amish paradise. Whoa, whoa, living in an Amish paradise.
I can't figure any lyrics out.
Well,
How do the words to it go? I wish you'd tell me, cause I don't know. Don't know, don't know, don't know. Oh no, don't know. I really don't know. Now I'm mumbling and I'm screaming, and I don't know what I'm singing. Crank the volume, ears are bleeding. I still don't know what I'm singing. We're so loud and incoherent. Boy, this oughta fuck your parents. Yeah. They see me mowing my front lawn. I know they're all thinking I'm so white and nerdy. Think it's too white and nerdy. Think it's too white and nerdy. Look at me, I'm white and nerdy. I wanna roll with the gangsters, but so far they all think I'm too white and nerdy. Think it's too white and nerdy. Think it's too white and nerdy. Really, really white and nerdy. And that's why I think it's a good time to learn some grammar.
I do the hammer.
Work on the grammar. No way. Hey, hey, it's us for a 3-word. Like people who were never raised in a sewer. Work hard. You really need a you dumb reader. Some cunning linguist to help you distinguish what is proper English. One thing I'm asked of you, typing homophones is past due. Learn the diagram of sentence to always say to whom, they'll never say to who. Listen up when I tell you this. I hope you never use quotation marks for emphasis. Finish, make it great. I hope you can tell if you're doing good or doing well. Better figure out the difference. Irony is not coincidence. There's nothing you can agree on. What figure in the band? What's literal? Wow! But just now, you said you literally couldn't get out of it. Well, that literally makes me want to stop go inside your head. Well, I heard my friends really got in a mess, so I'm gonna have to leave Yoda, I guess. But I know that I'll be coming back someday. I'll be playing this part till I'm old and gray. I love your contract. I had something to say something making me sweet to the end of time with my Yoda. Yeah, yo, 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 Yoda. Yo, 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 Yoda. Yoda. Yeah, yo, 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 Yoda. Yo, 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 Yoda. Okay, you sing it. Boom shakalaka laka, boom shakalaka laka. Pork. Hum 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 hum. Well, doggy. Hey, eat out. Hey, eat out. Hey, eat out. Hey, eat out. Tawaila, tawaila, egohila, bigulula, put the tulu, it's yola. How do we beat the line? Everybody, tawaila, tawaila, egohila, bigulula, put the tulu, it's yola. How do we beat the line?
Oh, baby.
Tahula, tahula, oh, ziggy zaggy, ziggy zaggy, oi, 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 ziggy zaggy, oi, oi, oi. Ring, bing, bing, rum, bum, bum, ribbit, dabba, dabba, dum, bum, bum, ring, bing, bing, rum, bum, bum, ribbit, dabba, dabba, dum. La, 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 nice lady. Ahoba, mama, bring the rouge here. Quick, quick, ahoba, yum, yanamwa, get you into the quick, yum, the hole. Crazy for me to cozy low, boom the boom see. One the one get it in my setting, cruiser, humble bomber car. When the cryptos creak and the tombstones quake, spooks come up for a swing and wake. Heavy hounds materialize and begin to vocalize.
Remembering ghosts come out to socialize.
Fairy Jacka, dormy jump, Solatina, dum,
Parlando fritto che nella mente sopra te, oh, sopra te fanno afflittare che nella mente crapa, oh, boom, boom, like a boom, 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 like a boom, boom. Cribbity, cribbity, now, cribbity, cribbity, ask me how. Cribbity, cribbity, home, pipe, cribbity, cribbity, boing, ding, bong, bong, ting. Cribbity, cribbity, ping, pong. E, bo, e, e, bo, e, ya, e, yo, e, ya, e, yo, e, ya, e, yo, e, ya, ooh. Jack, 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 jack,